Assalamualaikum. My name is Safura Binti Doni. I am taking English subject ULAB 3152. I am doing my reading assignment. This is my title, A World Without Books. The novelist Kong Toybin once recounted a story about observing a Cantonese man sitting on a Kowloon footpath reading a book. The man's face was stern with concentration, his finger tracing the line being read. At times, the man's expression would screw up in frustration at his progress. Finally, the reader looked up the sky, his face beaming, whether from a sudden joyous facility with the act of reading, or revelation from what was written, or delight at how the story resolved. It doesn't matter. What mattered is he was in possession of something deliciously private, a connection between him and the writer, between the real world and the world inscribed upon page. What would the world be like without books? What a depressing and absurd idea. Since, like that man reading belie the notion the modern advance pose a threat to reading as we know it. They'll always talk that the latest technology signals the demise of the book. Decades ago, radio was what would do it. Then came TV, and now the internet. The machines change, but the egg has stayed the same. The simplest form of technologies prevails, page printed into a sheaf and bound between covers. There's something reassuring about such simplicity, especially when it lets us delve into the complexities of life. Literature is a story of ourselves, the record of who we are, where we came from, and where we are going. Non-fiction illuminates the world for us, and fiction explains what non-fiction cannot. Through books we first travel. In those wandering we become best acquainted with humanity through the characters we come to know more intimately than anyone else, whether we loved, fear, or fawn over them. The narrator in Khalil Gibran's The Prophet helps me comprehend my faults and aspirations. Holden Caulfield and Harry Potter make me feel less alone. King Lear, Hannibal Lecter, and Boromir are cautionary tales for who we could become if we are not careful. Reading is our deepest connection to what makes us human and part of a larger society. In that, books are a comfort. When I was a boy, thick glasses and braces on my buck teeth, books were my safe haven. Generations have likewise found solace in the written word, safety in feeling less alone among the crowds. Are not we lonely after all when surrounded by others? But books are not bomb shelters. They are bridges. Through their page we are brought out into society, and one can posit that someone who reads is prepared for the world on a deeper level than someone who doesn't. Through reading, a book connects one with humanity. It is also the last truly private act in a world that's become too public. As nourishment for the mind, it's slow food in a world given over to fast food. Blogs, text messages, e-books, and the like bring topicality, portability, instant gratification, much as newspapers and magazines do. However, important such forms are, they endure only as long as the stuff they are printed on. The comforts of books that defy time, break borders, and repudiate mortality. And there are the unquantifiable pleasures that books alone offer. The scent, the sound, the tactile sensation of what is a cerebral, silent, disabundant task. The sharing of a volume by lending it to a friend. The adventure of leaving a book to be found by a stranger who will in turn partake in that private journey before passing it on again. The grandeur of a civilization evidenced through its libraries. It is important that we work to give every person the opportunity to enjoy books as shelters, sustenance, and roads forward. Literacy and library programs are important goals for developing nations alike. To imagine a world without books is to imagine a world without thought, a world without feeling, compassion, history, or voice. Miguel Shijoko from the Philippines is the author of the best-selling, multi-awarded debut novel Illustrado. That's all. Thank you.